We have with us today Ken Conant. Ken is in our South Bay office. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us how long you've been in the business?
Over 30 years now, James.
Wow.
And over 20 years with RE/MAX.
Well, congratulations.
Actually, 30 years with RE/MAX, 1990.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
So why did you originally choose RE/MAX, and why have you stayed with RE/MAX?
First of all, I was working with a small company and they just didn't have the training, they didn't have the camaraderie and just the background everybody else had here at RE/MAX. RE/MAX, all the agents seem to have a little bit more past business with them and strong agents.
You've been a top producer for many, many years, and you're always super consistent. What is your secret? What gets you out of bed? And describe your business a little bit. Where do you get your clients?
Well, I'll start with my day. And we were discussing a little bit about what gets us motivated and what gets us going. And I don't know that for a fact, but I do get up usually 6 a.m. and try to do something physical for about a half an hour because it just sets the pace for the whole day and invigorates me a little bit. And it's been very successful in that I haven't killed anyone this year. And with all the different situations we as realtors go through.
You need a stress relief for sure.
Yeah. Right. So then I try to get to the office by about 8:30 most mornings, and then I make sure my task list is all written down in my calendar.
So you do that in the morning or the night before?
I usually, by the end of the day, it just doesn't happen. So I usually do it first thing in the morning, and then I'll scan some emails, see if there's anything urgent, critical. But I do print out that task list just because a lot of times, we're in our car, we're cruising around, and you can be knocking out calls, and that's just one less thing you have to do when you get back to the office later.
So we talked a little bit about your real estate business, but also you said something to me when we first got started as you love real estate and you've invested in real estate since an early age. Tell us about that.
During college days, I worked at a supermarket, and at 2 a.m., a coworker turned to me and said, "We make money, we pay taxes on it. The rest we put in the bank. We earn interest, we pay taxes on it. We should buy a house. My dad's a realtor." And I said, "Okay." And that was the start of it. So we bought a home in Torrance for $75,000.
Wow.
And then we were able to sell it. We each made some money. We each bought more properties. And then before I graduated, a college professor for a real estate class I was taking, I was an accounting major, and I kept taking more real estate because I had no idea what I did. I bought this rental property. And we went to a seminar for $40, and I brought my brother-in-law, and we came out of that seminar and each put in $15,000 and bought a 3-unit.
Wow.
And then a 7-unit, and we've been partners since 1986.
And have you slowly exchanged those properties into others, or do you still own some of the first purchases?
They've all been exchanged multiple times, yes. And but the real reason I started with it was my friend's dad owned 5 homes in West Torrance, and he was making more money off his rental income than he was working. And I figured, this is something good. I like this.
That's great.
Yes.
So talk about, you work with your lovely wife, Jackie, and tell us about kind of your different roles and where do you get your business?
Well, first I'll cover Jackie. So she covers my back. She was an escrow officer for years, and so she's very familiar with contracts. And so I can be leaving a showing and she's already written the contract by the time I got back to the office, and all I have to do is peruse it and maybe make a few changes. So very time saving. So she does our TC work also. And then she just does a lot of background stuff that I'm not going to get into all the details.
You're lucky to have her.
Yes, I can't do it alone, that's for sure.
So talk about how your business looks. You've been doing this for over 30 years, and you have a tremendous amount of past client and referral business. But how do you stay in touch with these people, and how do you get more new business?
So originally, when I first started, I always had a mail list. I started with my friends and family, and then once they referred me other people, I would add them to the list, and then those referrals would refer me more. And so I just kept growing my list, and we just tried to have really good customer service throughout the process. So, I mean, typically we never asked for business. It was referred to us, and we just said, okay, we're on our way. And our business has been all referrals pretty much since 1990. Yeah.
So talk about your different products that you do sell. I know you have an extensive investor background personally, and you do actually list quite a bit of investment property. What percentage would be commercial property in your?
Actually, it ebbs and flows. Like typically in the bad years of real estate, I end up selling more investment properties. And in the good years when prices are high, typically most of my investors will sit on the sidelines and keep their money.
Interesting.
Yes, but right now it's more, I would say probably 90% residential.
Okay, good. But
buyers and sellers.
It's great to have that diverse knowledge to be able to help all of your clients with every need.
Right. Like one client, she was just going to buy a little house, and then we discussed other options, and then they ended up buying a 4-unit and owner occupying it because I told them this is the only opportunity you can buy FHA with 3% down units. And then I go, you can go buy your home with 10% down after. And so that started them on their investment.
Awesome. You've helped a lot of people and made a lot of people a lot of money. Tell me, what do you know now that you wish you had known when you first got into real estate?
I would have definitely stayed on top of my database more. I would have followed up with my database more. I'm still struggling with following up with my database, but some of the things we do is just like if I'm showing property in a neighborhood, I'll go, oh, Bob Jones lives around the corner. Let me give Bob a call and just let him know. Say hi, showing property in your neighborhood, hope all is well. Or shoot them a text. Just simple things where I have an excuse to talk to them.
So talk about database. Do you utilize technology to help your business at all? And if so, what do you do? What do you use for a database?
I had tried several different contact management programs over the years, and every time I switched them, I ended up polluting my databases, and I just went to Outlook, and that's all I use now. It's just categorize them, buyers, sellers.
And you're a relationship real estate agent for the most part, but do you use any Real Scout or HomeBeat or any of the other tools available?
Basically, all the technology stuff is from Remax for the promoting our listings and moving forward with those. But as far as day-to-day, I have people on the automatic emails with Real Scout and our MLS still, but mostly not a lot at this point. Since COVID started, we've been without an assistant, so we're gonna get that going again, okay. And then my marketing will pick up again. One of the other things we did was on the for the marketing, we would just invite our top golden clients to dinner, and we would bring a market analysis with us to dinner and go over it with them. Because usually everybody gets a postcard, everybody knows, oh, the home down the street was listed at this price or that. But to see them all laid out, this is what they actually sold for, these were all for sale, and the details. And we typically never ask them for business, and they end up going, oh, I think Sam's gonna be selling soon, or I think.
So it's just, again, it's deepening that relationship and right. Giving items of value. And in this case, the comparables in their neighborhood.
Yes.
Everybody wants to know what their house is worth.
And that graphics department does a great job on those books. So
that's great.
It's worth it.
What other marketing pieces do you send out?
I do a calendar annually, the big fold out one.
Okay.
And I get calls in November if they haven't received them yet, because everyone uses their phones for everything, but it's amazing how many people still want to see that big calendar next to their desk.
That's right.
And so I do that, and then I'll do notepads a couple times a year. I'm just starting back on newsletters from the RE/MAX.
Do you do just listed or just sold postcards?
Yes, we'll do those
And
around
you do
listing.
it around the listings?
Yes.
Okay.
But I need to start, once we have a system back, I want to start getting it out to my client base for zip code and all of that. Yes.
Right. Ken, thank you for joining us. Ken Conant in our South Bay office. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, and we love RE/MAX.